What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Big D here. It's time to review Arrow Season 3, Episode 20, titled The Fallen. This is a spoiler review. If you've not seen the episode, go to the cw.com/arrow, watch the full episode there. Also, if you watch other CW shows, I review The Flash and Supernatural. Check that out on my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons, and final score at the end. 3 more episodes left, guys. That's it. 3 more hours to conclude the story. Many people are saying, I'm not liking Season 3 of Arrow. It's gone off the rails, man. I like The Flash more better. They have a point, but still, Season 3 is getting better. In the middle, it had that rough patch. It was kind of getting sloppy. But then we're getting back on track, man. We're getting to that road where it's just episode after episode, A type of status. And then sometimes it has a downer, but we'll see. How did I feel about this episode? Let's get right to it. So, Theo, of course, was stabbed last week in the episode where Roz ended up stabbing her. And Oliver takes her to the hospital. She basically lives and then, sort of dies. Malcolm comes in and both of them are crying. I'm going to be honest, I cried. I was crying in the beginning. Just the way that Stephen Amell did his reaction and how he's losing it and he's scared. This is his sister dying in front of him. And he goes and hits Maceo and basically talks with him on a rooftop. So basically Team Arrow is going to borrow Ray's jet, not the helicopter this time. There's a flashback where Oliver, Maceo, and his wife, I forgot her name, they go after this virus that General Shreve was making. And when they go after it, they do this car stunt and everything, and they jump in the portable thing. I'll get to my cons on that. It's fake. It was like a diversion. So the real virus is at this food market, which we'll see later on in the episode. And I just love it because he takes he's gonna take her to the Lazarus pit, and I like it because Roz comes out and he's like, "Welcome home, Al Sahib." Kind of brings me back to those moments where Slade was like, "Welcome home, kid." Slade Wilson here. Welcome home, kid. And it's just, welcome home, Al Sahib. Oh, I'm doing the welcome home, Al Sahib. I gotta do that Slade voice on that. Roz Slade. Do you know who I am, child? I love it. Anyway, they put Thea in the pit. She jumps out. Not as dramatic as it was in that last week's promo, but kind of dramatic. And we find out, we didn't see, but we find out that it's not a surprise that Akio, Maceo's son, died in the past. He tells Diggle and they kind of have a moment I'm sorry type of thing. So we find out about that. Thea lost her memory. That's never been done before in a TV show. So Roz's backstory. We learn about Roz's backstory when he talks to Felicity. Or Felicity talks to him technically, and he's saying, "A man came to my door and he gave me an option. Either I leave without saying a word to my wife and son and daughter, or I will see them be tortured and killed. So I left without saying a goodbye, and I spared them torture." Basically like that. I don't know. It was amazing. Anyway, that brought humanity to Roz, even though you think this guy's a devil. I mean, he's bad. He's horrible. But it brings, you feel for him. You're like, he was in the same situation as Oliver. Maybe not as dire. Well, it is. I mean, for back then, lives ago, that must have been hard for him. And you see in Matt Noble's eyes when he's doing it. You just see that he's putting his all and effort in. So I love that. Oliver and Felicity have sex. So that happened. I could see some people saying that on their YouTube review. So that happened. Such a funny line. Haha. Someone's gonna say that probably. Anyway, Felicity ends up drugging him and they try to escape, and at that moment I'm like, Felicity looked so psycho. She was like, "I'm not letting you take him. If I can't have you, no one will," type of thing. She's like, "I'm not leaving without you." It's just like, dude, let him go. He could obviously visit you if he's Ra's al Ghul. So whatever. Anyway, I'm taking too long. So they try to escape. Maseo ends up helping. I was like, yes, Maseo. Anyway, Oliver gets up. He's out of the drug when they're cornered, and he's like, I am Al-Sahim, heir to the demon. Or heir to the demon, excuse me, heir. Put down your weapons now. And everyone just puts it down. And he does the Don Draper voice. And he says goodbyes, and he says to Diggle that you're my brother. Wasn't as emotional. It's emotional, that part. Like, there's a lot of emotional scenes in here. I cried 80% of the time, literally. This is the first time Arrow's made me cry constantly. I mean, constantly with certain parts of the episode. And having him say to, you're my brother, to Diggle, it wasn't as emotional impact as Daryl and Rick in The Walking Dead when he said that he was his brother. That was more emotional because of, many years, but this is just, 3 years. But still, it had a little impact there. Maseo kneels to Roz thinking he's going to die. He basically says that I was the traitor. I helped Oliver try to escape. And Roz is like, you are needed in the coming weeks. Basically, you live. Good job. I was scared for Maseo. I was like, no, he's going to kill him. And Oliver's in front of there. He can't do nothing. But Roz, I'm like, Roz is nice, dude. He spared a life because he believes in Maseo. He's loyal to him. Or Maseo's loyal to Roz. Anyway, Oliver must forget his past. So Thea wakes up back in Starling City and she remembers, basically, she's back to her Thea self. In the flashback, the vial opens, so that's going to be super interesting next week. And Oliver gets branded, and he's in the League of Assassins costume, basically. He is Al-Sahim. Oliver Queen is no more, but the arrow is still intact. He didn't say that, but I like saying that. Overall, what did I think about the episode, man? Pros and cons. First off, the pros, an emotional episode. Very emotional. I mean, they know how to make you cry. They know how to make you care for characters. I love that part about this whole episode. I mean, this feels like a season finale episode. I'm not lying. This could have been the mid-season finale, and it would have left me in tears. It would have made me go, no. Like, imagine if this was the season finale. This was season finale potential. This was season finale acting, season finale writing. Maybe not flashback-wise, but for present-wise, yes. Very emotional, guys. I just love the writing and dialogue for the dialogue-wise of writing. Maybe not the stunt-wise, but dialogue-wise, very good writing. The opening, one of the best openings ever, just him going to Thea and taking her to the hospital. Just a very emotional opening, and I enjoy that. I love the ending. Every week, the ending gets better and better and better, so congrats to Arrow for doing good endings. Matt Noble as Ra's al Ghul, at first I was like, he's not that good, and now I'm addicted to this guy. I don't see Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul no more. It's Matt Noble. It's his baby now. He will always be known as Ra's al Ghul, So, definitely for sure. I hope he stays for season 4, because, well, does that mean he has to die, technically, if Oliver becomes... Don't quote me on that. Let me have fun. Matt Noble's gonna live till season 4. Because I said so. Avocados at law. Also, the tone of this episode and the set piece. I love seeing Nanda Parbat. Welcome to Nanda Parbat. I just love it all there, man. And the fire and the lighting and the mystery and the history, the mystery and the history of the place is beautiful. And Maseo helped. I was like, again, yes, that was one of my favorite moments. And Thea, her character, at first I was like, no, but once her memory came back, I was like, thank God they're not going to do a whole storyline where she forgets. But something probably is up with her since, the pit, and maybe she doesn't have periods anymore. Who knows? We'll find out. Same bat time, same bat channel. The acting overall, the acting was just great. And no Detective Lance is, oh, excuse me, Captain Lance. Hey, look at me. I'm the captain now. Oh, he did it. Oh, yeah. Nice. Stop smiling. Anyway, stop. So, the acting overall was pretty good. I liked it. I liked the acting a lot. My only cons really is the flashbacks. Wise. Now, not all the flashbacks were bad, but the stunt. I mean, you think the stunt's gonna be cool, but he's hanging. I know it's unrealistic, and they do that, but the present day is more interesting than the flashbacks. Now, the vial, when it opened, cool, but all the other stuff, like, really, she's hanging on the side of the truck with a katana. You expect me to be like, oh my god, amazing. No, it's wow, what are you doing? Get off the side, you're gonna get hurt. But that's just my opinion, guys. And Felicity, when she comes to Laurel, and she's like, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're gonna cry. I'm crying right now, bro. Don't cry, I'm crying. And I'm not crying for you, I'm crying for freaking poor Oliver, man. I mean, and she's all crying. Like, shut up. You got Ray. I'm glad Ray's gonna leave you for the spinoff because no one likes you. So just go die in a hole, Felicity. You used to be cool, but now you got all emotional. You like Barry anyway. Just get all three guys together and just have it out, man, every day. I mean, because that's who you are, Felicity. It's just how you are. Well, it could be Felicity and Remy LaCroix. That'd be nice. Jada Stevens. Stevenson or Stevens? I think it's Stevens. Anyway, I'm going to continue with this Arrow thing now. Overall, I'm going to give this episode a solid A and 9.60 out of a 10. Such a great episode. One of the greatest episodes of Season 3. And it just proves this was season finale potential. And I can't wait for next week. Next week kind of looks good. But that's what I said about last week when I saw this trailer. I was like, for this episode, I was like, okay. I guess I'll watch it Wednesday night and not wait for Thursday. And I did, and I'm glad I saw it. It was a very freaking amazing episode. It's a great episode, worth watching, and this season so far, it's getting pretty good. Season 2 still better, though. Still Season 2 is the best season yet. Until next time, guys, I'll see you for the next one. 3 more episodes again, so subscribe to get more. And until next time, may Spock be with you always. Remember who I am, child.